up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's Mini and we are here for the third episode of Mini Rambles. Yeah, I just did that. It's 8. No, I'm in the third episode of Mini Rambles. Yay! And if you heard some background noises, I apologize because it's Saturday night and people don't seem to sleep on Saturday night, it seems. Okay, anyways, today's topic is the fear of being seen as dumb. Let's be honest, guys, I'm not the only person on earth who has this fear. Like, some of you guys may be having or had the same fear, and that's totally fine as long as you don't dwell on that every time that fears comes. Okay, so here's my story. Recently, I started doing podcasts with the meme genie. It's called What's Happening Podcast. If you haven't watched them, make sure to check them out. The link is on the description box. Anyways, as I was saying, I started doing this podcast with the meme genie recently, and I didn't agree right away when he asked me to do that. Like, it took him literally days to convince me to do that, and there are a few reasons actually why I didn't want to do that. One, because podcast requires me to talk a lot more than I normally do, and talking was never my forte. If you haven't noticed, like, it's like there's something that doesn't connect between my brain and my lips. I don't know, probably. So yeah, and that was also one of the reasons I started Mini Rambles, like, so I can practice talking, you know. But the main reason was they talk about a lot of different topics in their podcast, and I didn't want to come off as dumb when I can't talk about something. Like, because sometimes, even though I know so well about this certain topic, it's hard for me to get into the conversation and talk about it because I just can't talk in general. Like, yeah, so I didn't want to do it because I was afraid of being seen as dumb, and I always been like that as far as I could remember. And so the meme genie said to me, like, we were talking about this certain YouTuber, and then he said, do you think this certain YouTuber is dumb? No, he's really smart, but he acts like he's dumb because he wants to have fun, so people would have fun watching him. Just because he's smart doesn't mean he needs to show it off, you know? And those words hit me. Like, then I thought, I was afraid of being dumb, not because I want to show off anything, but then why? You know? Like, then why am I being so, like, why was I so hesitant about doing things that could risk me being seen as dumb, you know? And so I thought to myself, there must be something happened to me that I didn't even realize that makes me this way and stuff like that. And then I remembered about one time when I was in primary school. There was this girl who always on top of God, I can't speak right now. Okay, anyways, there was this girl who was on top of the class. Like, I would always be in the top 3, like, so I can tell I wasn't that bad at school. I mean, I'm not that bad, but this girl would always be on top of our class, and I only beat her one time when we were in like the 3rd grade, and this happened when we were on the 5th grade. Okay, so my teacher collects our quiz answer sheets, okay, and then randomly give it back to us. So everyone is checking the answers of their friends. So we're the ones who checking the answers. Oh dear God. Pardon me. Okay. And then we would report the scores back to the teachers. I don't know why they had this system, or probably it was only my teacher. So anyways, okay. So I happened to be checking these top girl answers. Okay, and she did quite a lot of mistakes in that particular quiz. and she knew I was checking hers. So she forced me to change the answers as I check. Like the quiz was multiple choice, by the way, so it was easy to change. It's just change the alphabet. It was only A to D, yeah. And since she forced me so much, I changed her answers because she forced me so much. Like I got annoyed, okay. And then my friend who was sitting beside me knew that. She saw that. So after class, as we this friend and I report the score back to the teacher, we told the teacher that she forced me to change the answer. My friend even backed me up, but magically, I don't know why, the teacher didn't believe us. She said, there is no way she would do that. She's number one in our class. She would never do that. She doesn't need to do that. People below her might do that, but not her. And I was speechless, y'all. I was speechless. And she said that as if we would frame her because we were jealous of her or something, and just because we weren't as smart. Probably, I don't know. And then subconsciously, I think from that moment I tried so hard not to being seen as dumb, because I think if people think that I'm dumb, then they won't ever respect me or believe what I say. I don't know, that was just me, okay. But the thing is, whenever I feel anxious, my brain would stop working to the point that I wouldn't be able to hear anything that people around me are saying, and I literally couldn't hear anything. Like, no, it would be like just this in my ears, and then that would make me seem dumb because I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I didn't even pay attention. Like, I can't, okay? That would make me seem dumb, and that scares me the most. I'm just saying, that scares me the most. But let me sip on my coffee first. Oh, that's so good. Okay. But then when the meme genie said that to me the other day when he was trying to convince me to do the podcast, that made me think, like, I don't want people to think that I'm trying to show off or anything. Like, I know I'm afraid of being seen as dumb, but it doesn't mean that I want to be seen as show off, I don't want to I don't want to show off anything. It's not like I have anything to show off anyway. So yeah, okay. Anyways, so I gave the podcast a try, and even though I was trembling to death, oh my god, I was sweating, I was trembling, even just remembering it makes me feel anxious, bro. But I went through it, okay? And after that, I remember I scolded myself so much because I did a lot of stupid things and I said a lot of stupid stuff during the recording, and I wish I could change, but I can't avoid the fact that I didn't hate it. Like, even though it was hard for me to do that podcast recording, but I didn't hate it. I even said that I didn't hate it, And then I thought, I can't keep thinking like this, This fear of being seen as dumb is not good because it holds me back from growing and trying new things. Because every time I try new things, I would think that I'm not good enough, or I would be afraid of that people would see me as incapable of doing things, and stuff like that. But I want to try new things, okay? So And then so I googled about this, as always. I mean, if you know me, I google everything. So yeah, I googled this in hope to find some ways to cope with this fear, and I found that this fear of being dumb is kind of fueled, if you will, fueled by the fear of failure, you know. So we tend to perceive failure as something bad, like something that makes us value less than others, you know. And this is usually because we compare ourselves to others, which is not good. Anyway, so yeah, which I found really true, at least for myself. Yeah, that was truth. I felt that, you know. And then I happened to stumble upon a great quote by Mark Manson that said, if someone is better than you at something, it's likely they've failed at it more times than you. I'm just mumbling right now. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyways, if someone is better than you at something, it's likely they failed at it more times than you. Okay, so I found that quote was really cool. Like, that was, whoa, mind-blowing. And that helped me to put things into perspective, you know. Like, I mean, of course, it's not easy to change your mindset, especially if you have this fear like for years of your life. And of course, yeah, I know, I still have those fears up till now, but nowadays, instead of dwelling on that, I try, and I think it's better to use those fears as fuels, these so-called fuels, to be better on what you do, you know. And of course, we'll fail at times too. Like, if we try new things, we wouldn't be able to like be perfect at it on the first try. Like, obviously, no. Okay, we're humans. Okay, we'll fail at times too, but it doesn't mean that we're incapable at doing something. For God's sake, I hate that so much. I hate that bike. Anyways, so sorry about that. Anyways, as I was saying, we'll fail at times too, but it doesn't mean that we're incapable at doing certain things that we want to try. And it just simply because we're getting the hang of it, if that makes sense. Yeah, and we'll get there if we keep trying, and we'll get there as long as we don't give up. Okay. I think that's all for today's mini rambles. As always, I talk too much. I'm so sorry, but who cares, right? Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And if you have a similar experience, or maybe want to request a topic for me to rant about, just leave a comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next episodes. Bye.